Jelle Gaines has the gold.
World champion is Jelle Gaines.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back again to another episode of the All In Triathlon. We are keeping this weekly streak alive. This is number 5 in a row, I think it is, Jelle.
Yeah, indeed. Alrighty.
Alrighty,
Yeah, we
guys.
haven't missed one yet. This one was a little bit harder though because you're off on a work trip tomorrow, so we had to do it a day early. It's Wednesday today, and we're actually first time this year not doing it in person, but me from Currumbin Waters, you from AHT headquarters in what is that, Burley Head still?
Burley Head, yeah. In the office this time as well, so even more sophisticated than our dining room table.
Yeah, and me in the altitude room actually. It's not on altitude at the moment, but I'm sitting in the altitude room.
Oh, you should have cranked it up. It could have given you a cognition test after midway through.
Put at 3,000 meters, see them still passing Lionel Sanders' cognition test at the end of an hour podcasting.
Yeah, you're right. I have a work trip coming up tomorrow.
Damn,
starting
real businessman.
Businessman, yeah. I'm off to the home of Matthew Hauser. Harvey Bay.
I thought the home of Toby Powers. He's also from there, huh?
He is, yeah. 2 world champs.
Yeah, was he second? I think he may have finished second. Junior world champs in Montreal. What did he win?
I think it was second, actually. I think you're right. I think he got silver. It turned into a duathlon, which obviously, Toby isn't like exceptional runner, isn't he? So, certainly helped him there. But I'm pretty sure he was second in that race. Yeah. It was Montreal.
I think
the
so.
one you
won. It was
won.
Montreal.
The year you won.
No. Oh, was it? No, I don't think so. I think it was when we had this super sprint type thing.
When Tom Helwig tripped you over and you broke your wrist.
Maybe it was that year. Maybe it was. I also finished 4th one year in this relay things as well. In a sprint finish with Leo Berger.
I actually don't think it was the year you got tripped over by Tom Helwig. I just wanted to drop that in there.
He's now in the JFT squad.
He is too, yeah. Yeah, that would have been, luckily you left because I don't know whether there would have been fireworks. If people thought there was fireworks between you and Morgan Pearson last year, you should wait and see what would have happened if you...
Or maybe we should tell people what happened. So there was like a race in Montreal. It was like qualifications the first day, and then the second day was...
Like heats and finals. Heats, semi-finals, yeah.
But it's also like a few in a row, right? So you do like a super short race, 10-minute recovery, super short race, 10-minute recovery, super short race. And this was the second of them. And I was actually running well and was moving up to get into the automatic qualification spots for that like final race. And I overtook Tim Helwig on his right shoulder. Overtake him quite quick, but it was literally there was an aid station, and he didn't wait long enough before like going to the right to get water, and he like literally like tripped me, so my left hit my left foot, which then like got stuck behind my right foot and just face planted, and broke my scaphoid. And I was really angry at him at the time because he tried to apologize like straight after, but I was in quite a bit of pain. I was like, it was actually also that year that like, it was a couple months, like maybe a month after Tokyo, where I had that whole thing where I couldn't race because I had Tokyo Olympics because I had COVID. And so it was like my first race back after that whole debacle there. And then I fell and like my hand was hurting a lot. And I just said, I don't need your apology, just F off.
I do remember. I was sat next to you. We were sat in the gutter, like off to the side in the gutter. And he obviously felt really bad, as you would feel really bad. Because he is a nice guy as well. So I
did text him like a couple days after to apologize for that. It was a bit in the heat of the moment, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's now training with my our old training squad.
Yeah. Tom Helwig.
Not setting PBs yet.
Well, it's almost time. It's February, so it's coming around. When can you start setting PBs, do you think?
Well, I guess it depends when you're doing your first races. Here in Australia, there's a lot of triathlon races happening at the moment, so I guess then you can put PBs in January. But if you're focusing on the European races in summer, I think you should still wait a
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, and it always, like I say this a lot, but there's a caveat in everything. So yeah, if you're a junior athlete trying to qualify for junior worlds and you have to do that in March, I still wouldn't suggest like PBs in January, but you know, you can be in pretty good shape and training hard and trying to get into race shape by then. But most athletes that we were aiming at, and most of the athletes that Joel is aiming at, no PBs in January.
Week after 29th of March in Abu Dhabi sometime, and that's the first race only out of it's a for
March.
the Abu Dhabi race yet.
No, I mean I will say as well, the luxury that Joel had maybe is that most of his athletes were world class, like top of the tree world class athletes that could turn up to Abu Dhabi and still almost win the race and not be setting PBs leading in, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We're using setting PBs as a metaphor, but
being in top shape and
being in peak top shape. So
yeah,
caused a little bit of a stir, but most people I think were in agreement with what we were saying, right?
I think so. I think a lot of people seem to agree with us. I still had a few more WhatsApp conversations with Jack Kelly trying to convince me otherwise, but the people are with us, Jack.
That is true. But speaking of PBs, I should have opened the show with this. You are the unofficial VO2 world record holder. How does that feel?
Well, this is very unofficial, isn't it?
Well, what are you trying to say about Christian's
of his
VO2
screenshot of his thing that then it blew up on the internet of a screenshot. I said in I think it was Triathlon Memes Instagram post where they were like putting memes about this. I said like, I must have like 105 VO2, like out sprinting the 101 VO2 king. I should go in a lab and set a new record, like make it official, I reckon.
Yeah, but make sure the lab is not calibrated properly.
What are you insinuating here, Aaron?
I'm just suggesting that I wouldn't be surprised if a YouTube video drops in about 2 to 4 weeks of Christian leading into this VO2 max test and a certain nutrition product is plastered all over the front of it just before he sets this record. Brilliant marketing, because it clearly was all just down to this. Well, I don't mind saying it because it's not even in conflict with our sponsor, but Plasmade. Like they did that last time, didn't they? I saw a video just before he said a ridiculous one a year ago, where he was smashing the Plasmade before it and then miraculously had an epic VO2 max test as well. So what I am suggesting is I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think it's brilliant marketing. And yeah, at the end of the day, who cares? Because he didn't win, at the end. And this is, Christian would completely agree with me that come the end of the year, no one's going to remember a 102 VO2 max if he doesn't go on and win the world titles.
Yeah, and I think in the end, for sure, Christian has a exceptionally high VO2. If it's 102 or it's a little bit less, in the end, who cares? No, and yeah, it seemed to work because I saw a lot of stuff on Instagram and Twitter about it.
Yeah. On Twitter even. I didn't. Do you still go on Twitter?
Yeah, I go on the occasional X mainly for cycling stuff. I love following cycling rumors or during a race, these cycling influencers posting stuff on X about it. So I sometimes sit on it, and actually also to follow because now there's lots of indoor running meets happening in the US, and I feel like that's also the easiest way to stay up to date with those type of results on X. And that's where I saw also lots of debate about. There was some sort of RER number that was very low. I think that's where, I shouldn't say this. It's where you're if it's above 1, like I think you don't take in as much oxygen as you're using. So
Yeah.
basically you're starting to build lactate, I
Yep.
guess. And this was under 1, which they said like is quite impossible or something.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
yeah. I mean, it's always like whenever I have done VO2 max tests, at the start, I've got myself into the habit of looking at the screen whilst I'm doing it. And so, once you get above 1 RER, you don't have much long to go.
Yeah.
Like most people anyway. And that would start playing with my head. So if I was feeling all right and it was low 90s, I'm like, oh, I'm getting close now. I must be starting to hurt. And then it would like accelerate that process, I think.
Yeah.
So I had to get them to turn the screen away because I didn't want to know what that RER number was. Again, I don't know, exactly what it is, but I think it's where you're between the O2 and carbon dioxide exchange rate changes, and I think you go from just purely burning carbohydrates, I think, as a fuel source. Anyway, it basically means you're at a point where you are building lactate faster than your body can clear it, and then if you obviously keep increasing the pace as you do in a VO2 max test, you will go to a point where you can't continue. And it's very, very rare that anyone will do a VO2 max test, 1, and record that number, and 2, be under an RER of 1. Some even saying that it's impossible to do so. And then I saw some to the counter of that saying that because, and I know they do this, they do longer tests. So their VO2
like
tests
this,
and sub-max tests are longer tests. So I think each stage is 10 minutes, I think. I'm not sure. But apparently then, because you're at a more fatigued state towards the back end of the test, obviously because you're going for an hour and a half rather than most VO2 max tests is 20 minutes, like not the sub-max, the VO2 max part, maybe 20 minutes at most. That you don't have as high RER. But anyway, we are only speculating.
I don't know enough about it, and in the end, I don't care either. But I think we, gotta give props to Apple because he was right. Christian Blumenfeld is setting PBs in January. New VO2 max PB.
Well, I mean, like I said, and these again, his words, not ours. He said it on our podcast. He doesn't train to be good at the start of the year. He trains to win world titles.
Yeah.
He made that mistake last year. Let's hope he's not making that same mistake and being too fit too early in January and not performing to the standard he sets of himself come October when it matters.
Yeah, no, true. We'll see. Long season ahead.
Yeah, exactly. But going back to why we are not recording together. So this is a Wednesday. We'd normally been recording on a Thursday, and I've fresh off a really hard crit on the Wednesday night. But we are both doing the crit tonight.
Yep.
Ben's allowed you to jump in. For me, have you looked at the start list yet?
No. Actually, this morning, it was okay, no?
Who's on there?
You? Me?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to need more than that for it to be okay.
Wait, I need to check. I didn't know many others, to be honest.
How did you get... I'm getting it up now, but how did you get...
Gain Richards is there. He's good, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna make us suffer. Oof.
He's gonna really make us suffer. So
he's like a quite high level cyclist, right? He was quite good at nationals, was he? Australian national champs?
Yeah.
Or he was at least in a breakaway at one point or something. Because I remember you texting.
He was top 10. I'm pretty sure he's still top 10 across the line, which in a team, he's not in one of the big teams at all.
Yeah.
So he's not in a JCO. He's not in a... Well, that's, I guess, the...
No, there is Brennan, Team Brennan.
Team Brennan, yeah. But they're, and he's not in UAE, so he doesn't even have like the main support like they do. Like I guess they had so many swan years around the course that they can get food and drinks whenever. But anyway, basically, he had a good race, so he's gonna be tough tonight. What's our plan? How are we gonna?
Yeah, I'll bring nails.
Oh,
so good. I can blow up his tires.
That's a bit deflating. I thought we are going to come up with some
Yeah, that
genius.
is deflating. Deflating his tires. That's it.
Pun intended.
Yes.
So apparently the strategy that he normally uses, Kane, is that he doesn't do much in the first 30 minutes and then he just will
Really?
explode. He will just explode from 30 minutes on.
Okay, so we need to get rid of him in the first 30 minutes. Is that what you're saying?
We just keep doing 1-2s. Kai, I think Kai's doing it. Kai Wild.
Yeah.
And,
He's not on the start list yet, but
he might be.
he'll be there.
He'll be there.
Last minute entry.
But he might have to rope some people in. But yeah, how'd you let Ben give you permission, I guess?
He just said, let's go for it one more time. I don't know. I haven't asked why all of a sudden this week. It's actually good because it's the last day of my 4-week free trial. So I'm making the most of it.
Yeah, of the license before it costs $400.
Yeah, and I think this will be the last time as well that I'll do it because big plans this year, Aaron. Big plans.
Ooh, are you ready to share what they are?
Yeah. I think when this podcast is out, probably also I have a YouTube video out where I'm talking about my race schedule. You want to hear it?
Who's getting the exclusive? Where is it dropping first?
We're gonna all at the same time.
Okay, because you're going to be the editor of this video, so I guess you can be the one that drops it at the same time.
6 p.m. every 6 p.m. here. They're all dropped.
All right.
Hopefully.
Well, hang on. Wait, I feel like I've built this up enough for the last 4 weeks. We need a drum roll. Take it away. What is it?
Short course. No.
Hey, LA 2028.
No, Brisbane 2032.
Okay. It starts now.
The big goal this year is Kona. I want to try and qualify for Kona, and then, well, you'll see it in my reel on Instagram. I say I want to win Kona this year, but then I elaborate in the YouTube video, and it's obviously very hard to win Kona, and I've never even done an Ironman, but for me, every race I start, I want to win it. So in the end, my goal is to retire being a Ironman Kona World Champ, and it might take me a few years, but I definitely want to start it this year, and I'm gonna try and qualify Ironman Texas, 18th of April. I'll do Ironman 70.3 Geelong 4 weeks before that, 22nd of March. First race of the year, so we're 6.5 weeks away from my race. I really enjoyed that race last year with you as well. We just started our podcast then. So that will be a cool one as well. It seemed like the start list might, although this time you're not racing, but I think it might still be a bit harder than last year with, I think, the Norwegians racing it and potentially also Hayden. I'm not too sure. So that will be a strong field. And then I will go to Ironman Texas, which will be, that's the thing for me. I was talking a bit with Ben, if we were going to do which Ironman we're going to do to qualify. Texas was an option. You have Ironman South Africa. That's the same weekend. That's an option, which is probably a bit of a weaker field. Then I could also go to Ironman Cairns here in June, try and qualify there. But I said to Ben, in the end, I just want to go to the big races. They're the races that motivate me, and I think it will be a good test to see where I'm at in Ironman. My first Ironman, straight away against the best in the world, basically. They're all they'll probably, a lot of them will be there. So that's why I really want to do Texas. I think it's motivates me to raise the best in the world and see where I'm at. The chance that I do some silly mistake there, and at least then it really shows your weaknesses. I feel where maybe if I would do Ironman South Africa, I might make these mistakes and still do a podium or whatever, but then it's not as obvious. And then the second big block is doing 70.3 World Champs in Nice, and 4 weeks later, hopefully Kona if I qualify. I really want to give it my all as well for Nice, because I can be the first male to do it 3 times in a row. None has ever done it, which would be cool. But also I didn't just want to go for that. I feel for myself, winning another 70.3 world title, it doesn't add that much to me as a person, but I think also my value for like sponsors and stuff. So that's why I really want to Kona already this year, because it might, it might take me a few years to really have my full potential out there. And then you see I have a Texas 18th of April, 70.3 World Champs Nice 13th of September. There's a big block in there, and I tried to fill that up with some fun races, I think, that I really like. And I don't want to do 3 Ironmans yet, so I'm not going to go for the Pro Series. I think it's a bit hard to ask that of my body to, like, first time I do Ironmans, to straight away go for 3 Ironmans. I want to be, like, smart about it. So I've decided to go to T100 San Francisco. We went there last year. You as well, actually. You raced there as well. I really liked that race. Like, it was really fun week, a super nice bias course. So I do want to do that one again. And then, like, 8 days later, there's Ironman 70.3 Happy Valley, which I've never been. So it's a new place. So that will also be cool. And it's a pro series. I can race the North
Happy
American Valley? Ironman 70.3 Big Dogs, which will be cool. And that's so far my race calendar.
Where's Happy Valley?
I think it's like northeast of the US.
Oh.
So like above,
over the
like,
you're gonna have to
New
fly.
York and
Okay, you're gonna have to fly back over the other side of the country.
Yeah.
Will you stay over there from Texas through to San Fran? That's about 6 weeks.
No, I'll
You'll
come
come
home. It's 7 weeks in between.
Yeah.
No, I'll come home. I think don't want to be away for that long yet. I'll probably go do that trip without Sienna and Kate. Both trips, I reckon, actually. The one to Texas and the one to San Francisco Happy Valley. And then we're gonna do again like a big trip to Europe before World Champs in Nice. Try to prepare it well with an altitude camp beforehand. Go to Kona, and then actually my like thing that I maybe one reason was I really wanted to do Kona, but the other reason why I didn't want to focus on the T100 is I didn't want to race again till December. I don't feel like I can do that every year. Like I did in 2024, I did it in 2025. And you know as well, like that last month in 2025, I was really struggling. So to me, it sounds really good to be done mid-October, take a proper rest, like take a month off or whatever, and slowly build towards maybe doing the Pro Series or the T100 Series again in 2027. But yeah, if I really feel like I want to race another race after Kona, there is options. But at the moment, it's only 6 races planned, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I feel like for me, really focusing and doing like a dedicated block for like big races seemed to really work well.
We will continue your race calendar chat, but I just wanted to jump in there, and it is our ad read for the Today with Precision Fuel and Hydration. But I think you're gonna have mate. You're gonna have to get your nutrition sorted. I think if you want to keep up with the big dogs in these longer races. To give a bit of context and background, we went on a 4-hour ride? No, it was a bit less than a 4-hour ride, and you had maybe an hour less. Oh god, that's not looking good. But I did
run an hour 45 in the morning though as well.
Yeah, so you might have just got your fueling slightly wrong, I'd say. You maybe just didn't take enough on board. And in fairness, I was sitting on your wheel the entire bike ride and all of the efforts. So you got to maybe about 25 minutes to go. You were suffering. It was hot. I think you were so just hot. A little bit. You're getting that tingling feeling in your fingers. You're saying where you're just just before you're about to bonk, and the noble man that I am, I just came up behind you. Well, I came from behind and I gave you the 60-gram chews that we both love to get you through that last. This saved you that last 25 minutes, right? So it was perfectly timed as well, because it was right before the last effort. There was one 25-minute effort to go, and then we're going to stop at a petrol station to refuel. But thankfully, Precision Fuel and Hydration came in handy on that day to save you with that chew. Yeah,
I think because what I normally would I have this often, like a long run in the morning, then a long bike, a couple of 2-3 hours later, and normally I eat like a maniac in between the run and the bike, but because it's so hot here, I don't have as much of an appetite. So I feel like I didn't eat what I usually eat. So that meant that I needed to eat more on the bike, but I didn't really like calculate that in. So yeah, I came up short. But luckily, you sat on the wheels, spinning the legs for 3 hours, and then you could give me your 60-gram precision fuel hydration shoe, and it saved me through that last effort. It didn't look pretty, but I got it done.
They are good though, those chews, right? Like I think it wasn't like a super intense session, was it? Where you just want to have liquids and gels. Like it was, I guess I'd call it a tempo effort where sometimes you want a bit of a mixture between the gels or liquid form and something to chew. It always feels and hits a bit different when you can have something to chew. And obviously when you're going super hard, you can't really do that. But on this type of effort, I think it was like the suitable nutrition to help you through that last effort.
It's maybe a good thing for me to like put a spare one in like my saddle bag or something, you know?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Sorry, I was going to say like you only ever, and I'm not saying you got to this point, but you only have like, I would say 1 or 2 really, really, really bad bonks in your career. Like really bad as in points where you're out a long way from home and you're like, I'm actually not sure I'm going to make it through.
Yeah.
And because, you know how bad, like we all have them, but normally you learn after 1 or 2. And I normally always carry that emergency gel or chew, but I think you got through your emergency gel and was just 25 minutes short, which if I wasn't there to save you, maybe who knows, you might have been really crawling up that last climb.
I might be still in the cane fields.
But yes,
no, that was a good one.
Yeah. So anyway, if you guys out there want to feel like a double world champ and make sure that you are not bonking on rides or even getting close, at checkout with Precision Fuel and Hydration, use the code ALLINTRIATHLON for 15% off your first order. And like we said, recommend the chews, which go down an absolute treat. But back to your race calendar. So you're starting off with Geelong, and then, as you said, then you go to do your first Ironman in Texas. So how many spots will be available in Texas? Do you know? Is it 6?
I would say 6. Quite a lot. And then, like it rolls down, so the regions already have a spot.
All 3. So if you podium,
I think all 3 have a slot already. From like, because a couple of years ago, like if you won Worlds, you had like 5 years where you only had to
ratify, yeah. Validate.
What is it?
Validate.
Yeah, validate. That's the right word. So I think like Gustav and Christian are still on this, but then Casper won last year, and then you also just have to validate.
Mm-hmm. So that makes
6 spots.
6 spots, right?
Yeah.
So if obviously there's no guarantees, but there could be up to 9 people.
True. Yeah, true.
I don't know what Laidlow's plans are, but if Laidlow's going, who else is one in race? Patrick. If Patrick's going, God, you could have.
I don't know when they changed the rules, so I don't know who exactly still benefits from the 5 years. Because, for example, me, I don't have it anymore for 70.3 World Champs.
Oh, really?
I still have to just validate, but I don't have it for 5 years. So they don't do that anymore.
Huh.
They changed that rule like a couple of years ago.
So what do you mean you don't? So, you don't have it for 5 years, you just have it from the previous year?
Yes. So okay. I have it now that I just have to validate just because I won Marbella. But it's not because I won Marbella that I have it for 5 years, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, anyway, there's could be, 6 is quite a lot anyway, but there could be quite a few people that could qualify in Texas. Has the preparation started?
Well, yeah, definitely. I'd say it's not like...
It was the specific preparation, I guess, is more...
A little bit, I guess, but it's not so much different yet than what I did last year. Like this time of the year, like it will come. Like it's still 10.5 weeks, so it will come for sure. And for example, on Saturday I have a 7-hour training day, which is close to Ironman distance time, so it's a big day. So yeah, I'm sure like Ben will get me ready for Texas. Like he knows how to do it. Like he got Patrick that win in Kona. He trained Braden Curry for a long time. Hannah Barry finished 4th or 5th last year in Kona. So he definitely has the experience, and I have 0 experience. So that's why I have Ben in my corner.
But he was a little bit skeptical at first. Not skeptical, but hesitant, I guess. He kind of was thinking maybe push it back another year.
Yeah, he really was like wanting to go for that like 3 times in a row 70.3 world champ, which I didn't just have that as a big goal, because I had that for the last 2 years basically. It wasn't also hard to like convince him, you know, like he was on board quite quick when we had a call. I guess we end of next year already probably decided. Not per se which race I was exactly gonna do to qualify, but that we were gonna go for Kona. And also another reason is like my idea was like I might need a couple years to like really be dialed in for Kona and like have my full potential there. But like Ben says, like, oh, there's no reason why you can't do it in your first year. You know, like he really believes that like I can be very competitive there in my first try. So that was another thing why he thought maybe we can like just qualify this year and then really go for it next year. But then I really wanted to go for it already this year. I'm getting 33, Aaron. Like I'm not that young anymore, you know. If I wanna, what's the most amount of times anyone won Kona? It's probably a lot, no? Like Dave Scott or something. What, 8 times?
7, I think, wasn't it?
7. I'm gonna be 40 if I win all of them in a row, you know, if I want to break that.
Well, yeah.
If I want to be the MVDP of cyclocross.
What's cyclocross? Is that like the sport that's done in 2 countries?
Mate, you love it. Every morning you check on the highlights of cyclocross. But yeah, he won world champs for the 8th time, which is now the most amount of times anyone has ever done it. So
yeah,
that's cool. And you even love him so much that you even like try to dress up like him with your all white uniform.
True, but I'm digressing a little bit. But back on the Fit in January context, that was one of the examples that they used. I think it was Greg Harper used of, look at Matthew van der Poel, you know, he's fit in January, he's winning all these races. I'm like, bro, that guy's in like 3rd gear winning those races. He is definitely not setting PBs. He is just that much better than everyone else there. Well,
and it's also, cyclocross is also like, it's a lot different effort than a 6 or 7 hour Tour of Flanders effort, you know, like it's a 1 hour, like lots of technique, like lots of like accelerations and stuff, which it's basically an hour VO2, you know.
And also like,
and he's just so much stronger than everyone else. Like he gets 2 flat tires and still wins the race, you know.
And also he's probably some of the, if not the biggest races other than world champs later in the year are in April, aren't they? Like he's a class. At the end of the day, he's a class. He's going for Flanders, going for Roubaix, going for
Milan-San
Remo. Yeah.
What? How do you call it?
I was trying to do it within Italian. Milan-San Remo.
Milan-San Remo.
Milan-San Remo.
No, but that's indeed very, and you can see that as well. Like he was good in the Tour de France last year until he got sick, but usually like Mathieu is good until Roubaix. Sometimes he takes the Amstel Gold Race with it, and then like you can see he needs a proper break, and then
he does have a break, doesn't he?
Get back. He does get a big break then.
Yeah.
But also you can see that the rest of the year, except if he really wants to go for world champs, and it's of course he likes, he can get motivated and get like really fit for it again. But he struggles the rest of like in his how good he is, he struggles, you know,
But yes, we keep hammering home the point about Fit in January. I think we've made our stance quite clear.
February, maybe we should stop about it now.
We should. So how do we get AIT to Kona?
Well,
Precision Fuel and Hydration are helping. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Me qualify, you book tickets. It's that simple, Aaron.
Well, you do know how much a Kona trip cost. I keep hearing like $20,000 plus. Does Kate's probably going to listen to this as well. Does she know how much it is?
Well, we don't know how much it is, no? We have no idea.
20,000, especially
If you win, it's all worth it, Aaron, you know?
Yeah, true. You'll definitely, if you win it, you won't be Q suites anymore. You'll be private jet.
Private jet from Kona back home.
Yeah. I'm definitely coming.
Right.
I'm bumming a seat
Yeah,
on
you're
that.
on board then.
On that ride. Yeah. I mean,
you think there's ever been a flight Kona to Gold Coast? You know, it's just straight.
Definitely, yeah, 100% there has.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, there's
we're
plenty
gonna be
of
one of them, Aaron.
I think that would be. It wouldn't even be all your prize money. I don't think. It'd be close to it, but it would. Well, they tax the shit out of you over there. But
they tax the shit out of you everywhere.
Well, no. Well, they.
No,
I think US take 50%.
No, they don't take 50%. But that's a good thing. Like in Australia, though, they you just pay the difference in tax. So it's not that you get taxed twice.
Oh, I know that's fairly normal.
Well, in Belgium, you get taxed twice.
Do you?
Ask Bart when he came second.
Oh, what?
Well, people might now say that there is, like Belgian people listening, there's a way that you not get taxed twice. But I remember Bart was like, I don't know, he finished second. I don't know what that is, but yeah, he didn't have that much left in the end.
So the Belgium and US do not have a tax treaty?
I guess not, no.
Oh, that stings.
It's painful, no?
So what did he get, about $10?
He paid for his economy flight there and back.
Economy flight. Oh, that actually stings. I didn't even think of that. That's
a good thing here. Like you, in the end, you just pay whatever. Like taxes here are not good. Like I just spent an hour and a half at an accountant firm yesterday. But
but it's less than the tax bracket that you're in is less than Belgium's tax bracket anyway, without them having to pay double.
Indeed. Yeah.
So, but what we are stinging you with at the moment is you have to pay for Medicare over here, don't you? And you don't even get to use our medical system.
I can't get it. No, with my visa I have at the moment, I can't get it.
I got a blood test the other day, and I forgot to say thanks to you for funding that blood test that you can't get.
Yeah, I can't afford a blood test here. I have to pay full price.
I'm still actually getting over that double. I didn't think that many countries still have not a tax treaty between the two.
Maybe it's not anymore like this, but back in the day, 2018, I think he finished second. He was was not good for him.
Well, that stings. So anyway, to get me to AITHQ,
Well, I think we just need a flight for you. Your crash on Protrinus' couch.
Thanks, Carl.
Maybe we can even try that they pay for a flight, no? Like, you do some work for them, like, I don't know, like...
I reckon we could swindle that. Now we're not...
Yeah, like,
we're paying
you just have to go on their podcast and be very biased. Like, just say that I'm gonna win, or, like, something that they love this.
No, not you. It has to be like, if Lionel's doing it, or
Trevor.
Kat, Taylor, Nib... Any one of them.
No. We love you, Kyle.
We do love you,
We want
Kyle.
that couch.
And I also do want that couch. And
I'll make sure our Airbnb has a beautiful couch.
I'll be a soigneur. No, yeah, I'll be the soigneur. I'll fill up the bottles.
Okay. With precision fuel and hydration, you better make the good mixture.
Well, definitely. The way you were going the other day, I need to add an extra few scoops, I reckon.
No, but I think we want you in Geelong. Although yesterday you said maybe not.
Well, we actually have a question about this on SpeakPipe that we'll finish this podcast with.
Ah, cool. Okay, but yeah, and then we want to get you in Kona.
Yeah. Well, I would love to go to Kona. To be honest, I would love to be there. I've heard obviously a lot about it. And
do they have a para race there? Actually,
Well, there's no. I don't think there's an actual class or classification for it, but like, I know Lauren Parker, the wheelchair athlete, did it. Sam,
Well, I know Mark Hermans did it as well. Yeah.
Sam, I guess do you have to do one to qualify? Maybe.
I guess so. So. Yeah.
Well, he is doing
You're his coach, so.
He is doing 4-hour trainer rides.
True.
So that do you reckon?
And you guys go quick on that.
I was about to say, well, how do you think we would stack up against each other?
Well, I think I'll take half an hour and you guys in the run.
Oh, sorry, on the bike.
Oh, in like a race like Kona,
like
the wind might be a problem for you. Is it a problem for you guys or not really? Is it hard like wind?
I think. Well, I don't know. I think less because there's just more weight. Like a skinnier rider tends to get pushed around a bit more than a heavier rider, right?
Well, I guess I would say you guys will go bloody fast because once that tandem is up to speed, like,
and there's no corners or anything really to slow you down, or very few. I
would say you beat Late Low's 3 hour 57 or whatever it is.
All right, this is it. We have to get the people to now they have to also fund Sam. They have to fund me, Sam, and those bloody tandems are expensive to carry around. Me, Sam, and the tandem. The GoFundMe page, get us there and see. I reckon we could actually get close to doing that, breaking the Kona course record.
Yeah, definitely.
The problem, we'll both need a bit more durability.
Yeah.
And a bit more, endurance riding, but
go to the wind tunnel, which you guys are gonna do. So
we're going to the wind tunnel soon. Yeah.
No, but what do you think of my race schedule, Aaron?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's like it's. I do wonder how you will go with racing so few times. Because here you've only got the A plan is only 6.
Yeah.
But also, well, Geelong's not that late, but you've got one, and then Texas. I think it's planned like it's spaced out quite well to just hit 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Or 3 like peaks almost.
I was looking at a bit because from Happy Valley all the way to Nice, it's a long period, but there is not much like, and as I said, like, I don't like just racing just like a smaller race just to race. Like, I think it's more useful to just train, and especially with that, like, Nice Kona double, it's not going to be easy, like it's a very hard race, a big trip, like hot. So yeah, that's why I think it makes sense to not like do another big trip just to try and do a race, because there is like Ironman 70.3 Boise or whatever in the US, but do I really want to like do another big trip there and then to Europe? Like, I don't think it really makes that much sense. I would have loved to do another T100 in there if there was one in like mid-July or like beginning of July, like I would do it. But sadly there is none, so
no, I think well, it definitely shows what your main motivation is for the year, what your main targets are, with both that month period in September, October, obviously 2 world titles in 5-6 weeks, something like that.
4
is it? Yeah, shit, it is only 4
weeks. 4 weeks in between. Yeah.
So what are you going to do between the 2?
I don't know. Yeah, I need to talk with Ben. I think it's at that time it's like heat preparation is the most important. Like getting used to the Kona temperatures and humidity, which according to Sam Laidlow is not worse than a Queensland normal like summer day. But
that's pretty bad though. That's
still pretty bad.
Like, imagine doing a full Ironman on Saturday.
Yeah.
That would have been getting off that bike, riding for another hour, getting off that bike, and then running in the cane fields for 42k. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
definitely.
You can't prepare for that here though at that time of year. I just don't think it's not enough. You have to be somewhere else. I mean, you could artificially do it, I guess.
It's not the same, maybe.
It's not.
Well, it's. I'd say it's a good start, but then I think still you need to go like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. I feel like you want to be early enough in Kona, but not too early.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this when Sam Laidlaw was on the podcast, right? Like, he was saying like 1 year he went like a month, and 1 year he went like 2 weeks, and that he preferred like the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just think that heats also get to you when like it can like break you before the race, basically.
I've been to Claremont, Florida. I know you have once as well, which
Mhm.
is very similar humid, hot conditions, and I actually quite liked it. Good for time trialing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's on the east side, so you still then have to get all the way across to the west side and then down to Kona. So you're still a decent trip away. But
Yeah.
I'm sure you and Ben will.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. But no, it's exciting.
First
I'm
gotta
looking forward.
qualify, Aaron.
Yeah, I know. But there's 9 spots there. If you can't do it there, then
I'm not worthy of it.
you're not worthy of it. Yeah. You'll be back racing. What was the race on the weekend? Challenge.
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi.
Races. Yeah. No, well, it's just out of Abu Dhabi. But what actually? It's funny because I had this really weird dream last night. So the segue is from your race calendar to my really weird dream, but it will make sense.
I saw you putting this in the document while I was talking about my my race calendar.
Yeah, because it just occurred to me then when you said T100 San Francisco. But anyway, we were both at San Francisco, and I had announced that was going to be my last race in my dream, right? So in my dream, I had announced that San Francisco was going to be my last race this year. And we were riding to the race, and we're riding across the Golden Gate Bridge. And did you ride across? Yeah, you rode across that one time. Yeah, but for some reason, the bridge, which wasn't when we in real life, but in my dream, it had like those metal corrugated like slats in parts, but one or two, a couple of the slats were missing, and I only noticed at the last second, and I basically because if I didn't jump off my bike, I would have fallen off the Golden Gate Bridge. I basically ghosted off the back of my bike, and my bike it kept going and plummeted down off the Golden Gate Bridge into the water. And and then somehow
you didn't.
I didn't. No, I jumped off and my bike went plummeted down. But I somehow ended up down at the bottom of the bridge, and I've just jumped out, and everyone's like, "No, you can't go in there. There's loads of sharks. You can't do it." And I'm like, "My bike's in there. It's my last race. If I die, I die. I have to get my bike."
And we swim in that water anyway, no, don't we?
Yeah, but the sharks don't come up past the Golden Gate Bridge.
They have the nets there.
Well, I think it's lower salinity.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, less salt in the water. So
okay.
I think it's why they don't have many sharks go up the bay that much. Because if you were a shark and you wanted an easy feed, that Pier 42 with about 500 seals.
True.
That just jump in and out. Wouldn't you just circle there?
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think there's that many sharks. But anyway,
yeah, what a dream, Aaron.
That was a weird dream. I didn't get to finish my last race, and so therefore I'm not unretired, and I'm still retired.
Yeah.
What's your Strava pick? You didn't do one, did you?
I didn't do one, Aaron. Did you do one?
I did do one.
All right, you go for it.
I go for it. Well, Lisa went from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
She ran a 2-hour long run in minus 28 degrees.
No way.
Yeah.
What
Lisa went. If you're, what do you call it? You know how your Strava will tell you the temperature?
Yeah.
It said minus 28 degrees. 78% humidity though, so.
Damn.
That is my Strava shout out for the week. I think that very much deserves one. We are suffering away here in the heat and humidity.
Yeah, this is the other way around.
And this is, I would say, what do you reckon's tougher? Which conditions?
Minus 28? I've never experienced that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's doable. You know?
Well, I've, Tyler Mislachuk.
Yeah.
He grew up in somewhere in Saskatchewan in Canada, I think it is, or Winnipeg. And he was telling us one time that he got frostbite on his penis from going out and
Was it from the
riding.
cold though? Or?
Yeah.
Or some weird STD or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he once said that as well. So it does happen. So I reckon training in the cold is far worse.
I have one as well, actually.
You found what?
Well, I just want to put
frostbite or?
No, on my penis. No, I want to put do you say this? I put a heart under his belt.
No, what's that?
When he has a tough time, you like want to support him.
Oh, okay.
So my cousin's partner, who lives in Brisbane here, like he loves the podcast as well. Michael, he did a trail run in the weekend, and he's a good marathoner. He did a 2 hour 32 in Noosa. So he's a really good runner, and like 15:12, I think, on 5K. And he was aiming for the Gold Coast Marathon. Like that was his next big goal. But he twisted his ankle, but like properly, like tore ligaments, like broke one of like this. He said where the ligament attaches to the foot or something, like some part of the bone is broken there. So yeah, he's my shout out of the week, just because I want to like support him, you know.
What do you call it again? What'd you say? Something under the belt?
Yeah, een hart onder de riem steken. For the Belgium followers, which means like put a heart under his belt.
Okay, well,
yeah.
What was his name again? Sorry, I
Michael.
have met him. Michael, yeah, Michael will put in a heart under your belt.
Yeah, Michael, you would say here, Michael.
Goed bezig.
Goed bezig.
What does that mean?
Doing well.
Okay.
Which I guess that's not really the thing.
We got
not
that
doing well, Michel. Don't do trail runs anymore. You're just sticking on the road. You're not built for this.
We got that in one of our speak pipe questions that we'll get to now, that Non and I answered on last episode that you weren't on. Well, you weren't on at the end part where we answered it, and he ended the question with Hulbeze, but I wasn't sure what he actually meant. So Michael, not Hulbeze.
Not Hulbeze.
Right. Well, let's get to a couple of these questions before we wrap things up. This one is in relation to Geelong, which you have just announced that you're racing.
Are we going to see Aaron in Geelong for the annual AIT Championship, Geelong 70.3 against Jelle?
Well, Aaron, are you making your comeback? Maybe after that dream, you want to race one more time? I just saw it's still open, so it's not full yet. So you can do it, mate.
Well, I don't have a bike. Remember, it's at the bottom of the San Francisco Bay.
I'll give you a size XS Ridley.
Yeah,
Triton.
Well, yeah. I am not doing Geelong. I'm not coming out of retirement. I am hopeful still of maybe being able to get down there. So the plan was we were going to try and do some AIT stuff, maybe a social run, maybe a live podcast if we can. But it's also the same weekend as T100 Gold Coast, isn't it?
And he's hoping he's getting a commentating gig.
Well, I don't know. I did the last one that was in Australia. So my services may be needed elsewhere. So we'll see. I'm definitely not racing. There will definitely be no showdown even if I was racing.
Flight, so it's a short flight. You can just hop over to Geelong for 2 days, come back and do the commentating.
Yeah, that is possible as well. Busy man, though, that weekend, but we will see. But to answer your question, no, I won't be racing. There will be no showdown. Those days are done. I'm still hopeful that I can get in good enough shape to have a somewhat of a showdown in Currumbin Valley at some point.
Not tonight. Crit.
No, I'm not in shape for that yet, but I need a flat TT to stand any chance. Can we make some? We'll make some rules when we come to that.
Yeah.
I reckon you can't have race wheels, maybe.
Okay. No TT helmet or something.
No TT helmet, no race wheels. I can have my disc TT helmet.
Because those Princeton training wheels, they're rapid, mate.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but they're really deep. You've got to put on. Do you have shallow ones?
Aluminium 5 kilogram wheels.
No TT bike.
Yeah. I
Um,
have to use Sienna's little bike. No, what about you can show up with your new e-bike? You definitely beat me then.
Definitely beat, yeah. It's
Unless it gets out of battery before you reach the end.
It's got about 100k, but this is probably not. I mean, you've got a Durodi, I don't know, when you pump it up more.
But mine still only goes 25 k's an hour.
Yeah,
you want to like chip yours, and so it goes 55.
You're not meant to tell people that. I'll have the
Watch
police...
out, BBC State High School kids. Aaron is coming. Right, next one.
Next question.
Hi guys, sorry for the accent. Congrats on the podcast. I really appreciate the way you share your insights. I'll be racing as a professional for the first time this season, and I've often heard that professional races in Europe are the most competitive. I would love to get your opinion on that. If you had to rate the depth of the field from 1 to 5, how would you score North America, South America, Europe, Asia, and Oceania? Thanks again for the great work you're doing with the podcast and for your careers. Cheers.
Yeah, come to Oceania. Easiest races.
I was going to say North America number 5.
Like hardest or?
No, easiest.
Easiest. Well, it depends. Pro Series will be quite hard everywhere, I'd say. I would say you probably have some easy races in Europe as well if you pick right. Like a race in Poland or like one of these, but there'll always be some good ones. But then I'd say if you go, maybe all Asian races are quite alright.
Yeah.
Thinking about Ironman.
Yeah.
You'll definitely have some alright in Australia or New Zealand that are not too stacked, and those North American races, I think it's the same. Like, you'll have a few good ones because there's a few good North American male and female triathletes who usually just do that whole circuit there. So you'll have a few good ones, but I don't think the depth is as strong. So I would rate Europe hardest. Would you say Oceania second?
No, if all jokes aside, I'd probably put North
America still?
Yeah, it's second, yeah.
Oceania,
yeah. I mean, it depends as well. Like, most of the good Oceania athletes, like, if we consider you now Oceania, like, you're doing one race here. You often don't do a lot of the actual races here. Most of them go overseas to Europe, or they aren't being January champions and not racing or at peak shape over here. So, no, continue on, but I think we'd have to put North America second.
Yeah. Oceania, Asia.
Well, South America, you forgot South America as well.
Oh, true. I've never raced there, like a 70.3 or anything.
So hang on, we got Europe as number 1. We got North America is number 2. Oceania is number 3.
South America 4. Asia 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think the only thing I'd maybe switch is Asia and South America, just because maybe there's a more likelihood that a good or a semi-good European or Oceania athlete goes up to Asia. Less likely they go to South America.
True.
Would you say? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I mean, they're probably on par. Europe is definitely, obviously, by far the hardest. But there are a lot more races. So you maybe have a good chance of finding one that's a little bit on the weaker side between Ironman, Challenge, and then, like, a lot of countries have their own in what do they call it in the UK? Is it Castle Series? I think no, not Castle Series. There's something else where they do basically a half distance or a full distance, but it's like their own series. So
yeah, but anyway, good luck on your first year as a professional athlete.
Yeah, we will. She didn't give us a name, so we can't follow what you're doing. But if you share us on, like us on the Strava Club, we can at least follow your training. And on that last thing before we wrap things up, Jelle, I've picked the last 2 winners for the last vouchers of the all-in of the Precision Fuel and Hydration vouchers. This one's on you, so you don't have them now, but we will announce next episode, and Jelle is going to pick. So he's going to go through all the Spotify comments. Today is just rolled over into February, so we're going to allow today as well.
Okay.
So from this episode and into January, Jelle is going to pick 1 male, 1 female to win the $75 or US dollars equivalent in your country of Precision Fuel and Hydration gift voucher.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alrighty, well, I will see you in a few hours for our crit race. We'll have an update
legs
on
up
that.
Now, Aaron.
Oh, I've got to go to a 6K swim, mate.
Oh, damn.
What have you got?
I'm done. I ran 20K this morning and I just have the bike left.
Damn. Oh, yeah,
Ironman training. It's easy, Aaron.
Well, one thing I did notice when I did Ironman training is that you rarely, or at least I rarely did 3 sessions a day, but 2 longer sessions, which I kind of liked. You do a morning,
indeed.
you do an afternoon.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All
right, cool.
Thanks everyone for listening. I didn't give a YouTube update, but keep those subscriptions coming. The hours watch time is plummeting. Sorry, not plummeting, rising. So we are on track to get our 4,000 hours by the end of the year, hopefully. So thanks everyone for doing that. Right, catch you next week, and take care.